Ladies and gentlemen, just want to say congratulations to the Jamaica Labour Party for their third consecutive win. They are going back to Parliament as government, ladies and gentlemen. Though they have lost some seats, ladies and gentlemen, but a win is a win. And I just want to say congratulations to them. Next thing I want to address is the false prophets. Many of you have been on social media saying all manner of evil about the Prime Minister, that God says he's not going to win and all of that. So God have proven you to be liars and to be fake. And I know that many of you has lost your credibility. Nobody's going to want to listen to anything that you're prophesying again, because God had exposed you to be fake. Because all of those prophecies that you were giving, they were not from God, but they were from your own emotions and from what you had expected. And then you have the audacity to be dragging God in it. Also, for those persons who have been disrespecting me because I have been defending the stewardship of the Prime Minister, as well as as his integrity, because his integrity is intact in spite of the odds, because many investigations have done about him and he has come out clean. I have even seen a fake AI created Gleaner headline yesterday. It's a fake Gleaner page that has gone out, ladies and gentlemen, that the FID has decided to charge Mr. Holness. Now, what would the FID be charging Mr. Holness for when there are no criminal activities in his dealings to charge him for? The Gleaner and the FID had to publish it and say that it was fake. Nothing like that. You know, and the FID have distanced themselves from it, ladies and gentlemen. Even after the man has come out the clear winner of the election, persons are still spreading lies and propaganda about him. Guys, it's time that you stop fighting the Prime Minister, because the Prime Minister is a person who God have chosen to take Jamaica out of poverty. As you see that the way in which the opposition was taking us, ladies and gentlemen, would have undone what the Andrew-led administration had done over the past 9 years, ladies and gentlemen, that have brought the country some stability, reduced crime and all of that stuff, and caused people now to be coming home from the diaspora to vote for Jamaica. Another thing I want to say is this, ladies and gentlemen. Why haven't you turned out to vote? Because persons have won that should never have won, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine what I've noticed with the Jamaican people? They don't do what other countries do. Vote for people who are performing. They vote on people based. They vote for persons based on party loyalty. And what they don't do, ladies and gentlemen, is vote for progress, vote for performance. Imagine a person like Isaac Buchanan should never have won in West Portland. Reason why, ladies and gentlemen, is because that man have done nothing whatsoever for West Portland. So he shouldn't have won. But why he won? Because you people did not go out and vote. You people did not go out and vote. You stayed away from the polls. And that's what happened when you don't go out and vote. The wrong people ends up in Parliament. Another thing you need to understand is another seat that should never have gone to the People's National Party is that seat in Porus that Peter Bunting has won. Ladies and gentlemen, it should never go to Peter Bunting, because Peter Bunting don't help his constituencies. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the reason why they don't want him back in Mandeville. If you notice, Rhoda Crawford maintain her win there in the Mandeville division. So Peter Bunting now run to South Manchester, and the people just grab him up. So persons don't vote based on performance, ladies and gentlemen, but on party loyalty. And this is why I keep saying that Southwest Clarendon is an enemy to their own progress. Because Cousins, ladies and gentlemen, is not doing anything for Milk River, and they vote back Cousins into office. They vote Cousins back into office, ladies and gentlemen, simply because of party loyalty. They are loyal to the People's National Party. So whether the People's National Party is performing or not, they don't care about that. They only want to know that the People's National Party representative is the one who emerged on top. And ladies and gentlemen, when you see people, look at even Damian Crawford gone over there in Linstead, and he has won that division as it's expected, because that division have never voted for the Jamaica Labour Party. If Mr. Amos had came out on top, it would have been a historic win, because that part of Linstead had never voted for the Jamaica Labour Party. It had always been a People's National Party seat. Reason why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, because what you see in Linstead there are bad roads and all of those stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And the People's National Party, from they win the election, they haven't seen them. They are poorly representing the constituency. But I know, ladies and gentlemen, that Damian Crawford will do a good job there, because Damian Crawford, ladies and gentlemen, he is, when he was MP for St. Andrew over there, he was doing very good. It's just the people in his party never liked what he was doing, because he was using the constituency development fund to fund educational programs, and the people didn't like it, ladies and gentlemen. So they voted him out, and he never won a seat from that. But I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, people like Isaac Buchanan, who have never done anything for Portland, should never have won that seat. And the reason why I say that is because you people, you're not only showing ungrateful, you're showing a lack of inspiration, and you see out years of badly representation by the PNP, and you give the JLP a chance, and the JLP have been building your roads, putting water in your pipes, and you still go ahead and vote in Isaac Buchanan, who have never done anything. The man who has even disrespected you people during his campaign, and you have the audacity to go out there and put that man in office. You should have greatly rejected him. And one of the other thing I must say, ladies and gentlemen, is for all those persons who have been spreading lies and propaganda about the Prime Minister, you see that the majority of Jamaicans does not share the same sentiment. And although you still continue to be saying garbage about him, the man has come out on top. Who God bless, no man curse. They use the social media to spread all sort of fake news and all sort of things about the man. And I've seen well-known celebrities like Oral Tracy and all of those celebrities on the man case, simply because a man have a passion for Jamaica, simply because a man is trying to take us out of poverty. And let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, it is because of him why many persons now are working. Because of him why many persons can go home with a little more money in their pocket, because he has increased the minimum wage 3 times. Plus, come next year, there will be an increase again, ladies and gentlemen, and a steady increase until it becomes a livable wage, which I do believe is very, very commendable of him. I hear some people talking about the private sector is not going to be able to pay it. Look at the minimum wage. The minimum wage was $16,000, ladies. Sorry, the minimum wage was $6,000 per week when the People's National Party left it, and they had it there for many, many years, ladies and gentlemen, and things just got more expensive here in Jamaica, and they would never increase our salary. When they do give us a little increase as we go to the supermarket, ladies and gentlemen, we don't see the increase. But the Jamaica Labour Party took it from $6,000 to $16,000 per week. And ladies and gentlemen, they are phasing out the minimum wage regime and trying to bring in the livable wage regime which would stimulate growth in the economy, everybody will benefit. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I have so much things to say, but time won't allow me. But I just want to say, all those that were talking about, that were speaking all manner of evil, because I spoke well of the Prime Minister, the blood of Jesus Christ is against you and your attitude. Congratulations.